Yeah, good morning everyone. So last session we learnt about designing template. Have you tried able to design the complete screen, the front page of template? You posted into classroom. Hmm? If you have done any practically done such things, or if you tried any new, you can post into classroom so that others can see that. Into the classroom, you post the screenshot also, not only just code, screenshot also. Right. I will check this designs, right. Everyone able to achieve this, complete screen able to try those complete screens, Good. I will verify them, Afterwards, I will verify those. So, if you can design these, you try some more templates from that website. You see the templates, some other templates are there, you try practicing them. You cannot achieve 100% of exact because they need lot of other options. At least you achieved 60-70%, that's enough. Later we will put functionality also into it. So till now we learned how to use images in H, how we can work with images. Now next important after images, today we will see how to use links in HTML. We will see how do we use a link. So what is so links? A link is nothing but actually a link is clickable text, picture or graphic that navigates the user from one location to another or invokes any application or invokes any application. So technically link is clickable text, picture or graphic that navigates the user from one location to another or invokes any application. So technically clickable text, picture or graphic means generally text is selectable. You can select the text. You can choose the text. But many times the text can be clickable. Picture also can be clickable. Graphics can be clickable. When you click them, they will navigate to some other location. So not only navigating to any another location, they can invoke to any application also. Invoke is, I will tell you. So generally, for example, you are using some name, Amazon, this is Amazon. And in Amazon, you can see, for example, this best sellers mobiles. These are clickable. So we call them as links. So sometimes picture also clickable. You can click on this picture. So link means clickable text or clickable picture. You can click graphics also. Graphics means some animated graphics will be there. You can click these also. So when you click them, they will take you to that particular location. That is why usually we also call them as hyperlink. Links on internet are known as hyperlinks. We call them as hyperlinks. What is the meaning of hyper? Already I told you. Hyper means beyond. Hyper means beyond. So that means it will navigate you to beyond the content and take you to the location. Already I explained what is hyper means in big itself. Hyperlink allows you to navigate. So in websites, actually, links are classified into two types. We have intra-document links and inter-document links. We have intra-document links and inter-document links. Links are classified into two types: intra-document links and inter-document links. Intra-document links means, first we will see intra-document links. Intra-document links are nothing but allow navigation from one location to another. Navigation from one location to another within the same page. Intra-document links allows navigation from one location to another within the same page. We have to navigate from one location to another. If it is happening within the same page, then we call this intra-document links. I will show you that. So when you are developing a website, in every website, one basic rule is that every professional website should have a proper navigation. That means user must able to reach to any topic easily. You might have never observed, but I will show you one point. When any website is designed as professional standards, you see, suppose I am opening any website like some Inox movies. This is a website. When any website is designed with a lot of content, this website is having lot of topics. So many things are there in this website. Now, if I ask you, can you tell me what topics this website is providing? Then as a user, you must able to know where to get the information about all topics present in this website. And every professional website generally have a concept called, every professional website have a concept called a site map. Every website professionally have a site maps. It is important. It is very important. I told you already. If any developing a website without standard, we don't care about him. We will not follow him. We have to follow standards. Anybody is not following the standards and building an application, he is not our target. He is not our reference. We have to build as per standards. And as per standards, every website must have a site map actually. Means as per standard. Site map means that is the location from where user knows what topics this website is providing, and they easily reach to that topic. Easily they can reach to that topic. You can see you might have never observed, but see, in this website, scroll down at the bottom you can see there is a site map option will be here. That is actually site map. That is site map. So that is the site map they have. Let's change the zoom level. Yeah, you can see this is site map. So there is the word here site map. There is a word here site map. So you might have never observed that site map. You have never seen that. And you may be thinking that why they given it at the bottom of the screen, they given this. That means nobody notices, right? 100% you never know, right? You have used websites from so many years, but you never know about sitemap, and you might have never observed also at the bottom of the screen what they have given. But actually, do you know why they give all these things? Because some people will try to complain on them. Means actually in our country we are very less service oriented. But charging 20 to 30 rupees extra for internet service for you. Means you book a ticket online, the service cost of online service also charged on you. You have to pay money for their website, using their website. That is also charged in the amount of ticket. You may not be aware of that. And do you know if they are charging and giving you service, then you can complain on them if the service is not properly working. And when you claim on them in the court saying that this site is taking money from me but not providing service, then immediately they will tell that you will fail in that case. Why? Because they will tell that we already mentioned it, he haven't seen. We already mentioned that, but he haven't seen. That means again your case will be nothing, useless, baseless. Why? Because they already mentioned. Where they mentioned you don't know. Somewhere at the bottom, small point they will give. You will never notice it. And they have a clean concept. They say that we already warned them. We already given this. We already noticed everything. In our website we have it. They haven't seen, what should I do? Right? That is the reason these kind of things are very common in web development and in service oriented businesses. These are very important. In other countries, so website is not working properly, they put a case on them because they are charging but not providing proper service. Then they will put a case on them. Immediately next month it is blocked. So much threat is there. That is the reason we have to follow standards. Somebody else know about it, somebody else wouldn't follow the standards, we should not follow him. Right? So as per the project standards, every project, every application will have a site map. And see, they mention detail. Best one Internet Explorer 8, Firefox, Google Chrome at minimum speed to 56 kbps or faster. They will give all that information. And you cannot complain now that it is slow because they already mentioned this much speed required, this browser is required. And they will not take blame on them. They will simply say that that is his problem. Right? That is the reason every point is important here. And what is this sitemap? When I click on sitemap, it will give me the information about everything on this website. That means from here, you can know what topics this website is providing. And you can reach to any topic just with one click. In a website, remember when you are designing a website, every website should have proper navigation. That means user must, with one click. If it is not, having such navigation that is not on a website, I first should to know what topics they provide in, and I should able to reach to that topic. And for that, links will play the key. And if links are navigating from one location to another location in the same page, then we call them as intra-document links. Intra-document links means navigation from one location to another within the same page. Let's see how this works, how it is going to work. Let's see one simple example. For that, actually, to create links in HTML, you need anchor element, which is written as A. To create links in HTML, you need anchor element. Anchor element is A. Now, intra document to get to any location in the target location, the location must have reference ID, must have a reference ID. That is compulsory. To navigate to any location in page, the target location must have a reference ID. That is compulsory. So, example, suppose we have a heading, and if anybody have to reach to this heading will have an ID. ID something like some topic like mobiles. That is the ID. That's one small ID. Anything, you can have a div which can have an ID. So ID like some note, something like this. You can have any ID. Image can have an ID. Suppose we have some fig one like this. Any location, if you want user to go to that location different IDs are ID is unique identification. And next important, anchor element have to refer ID by using href attribute. Refer ID by using href attribute. So another important, ID is accessed by using hash. ID is accessed by using hash. That means now what we have to do is we have to create a link, and this link should have href. Href is equal to which ID mobiles, then we have to use hash mobiles. That is the ID reference. And here you can have a text, you can have a picture, or you can have a graphic. Anything you can have. Text, picture, or graphic. So this will make a hyperlink. This will make a hyperlink, but this is referring ID. ID means any location in the same page. So that means, remember, ID reference always defines intra-document links. ID reference always defines intra-document links. Intra-document means, so what does that means? You can refer any ID with of same page. You can refer any ID of same page, not any another page. That is the reason this is intra-document link. intra-document links. Let's see how it works actually. Here so many questions are there. We will try to answer those questions now. Lot of topics are there. Links related concepts, so many are there. We will see. First, let's design one screen here. We will create here a new page, intra document links .html. Here we will create a HTML page, intra document links. Now here I am creating a simple main. In the main I will use a section, okay, section, and in the section we will have a nav and we have a main. These are the two areas we are having. In the main we will put some paragraphs. Let's copy some paragraphs information and paste them. I will copy some paragraphs and add it here. Let's separate these paragraphs. I am using a paragraph element for that. So this is one paragraph and this is another paragraph and this is another. 3 paragraphs are here. Now like that I need lot of paragraphs. Okay, lot of paragraphs information is here. Now you can see these are all the paragraphs information. Means lot of content is here. Now in this I will keep some headings. So the first one is home, and to this home we will keep an ID reference as home. Okay. After few paragraphs, another heading, some I given as HTML, and this is ID HTML. And after few paragraphs, another heading. So ID CSS and CSS. CSS tutorial something. And here I said HTML examples. Okay. So like that there can be so many topics here. Another heading, ID as JS, JavaScript. Okay. And one more I will give here, ID as JQ, some jQuery library. Okay. Now you have lot of topics here. Home, HTML examples, CSS tutorial, JavaScript, jQuery library, like this. Now in this left side, this is the navigation. We will take the section style. In that we will take the section display as grid. We will use grid template columns, 3 fractions and 8 fractions, 8 9 fractions, like this. Two columns we are dividing. Now you have like this. So left side I want to keep the navigation. So in the navigation we will put an ordered list or unordered list. So list item here we will put as some home, another list item HTML, so and another CSS, JavaScript and jQuery. Like this we are defining. These are the topics we have. Now, for these list items, wherever unordered list is there, list style I will give as none. You know, it will remove the numbering style, symbol style. And wherever list item is there, so background color some black, color some white, and text align normal, padding I will give as 5 pixel, so width so 150 pixel, and margin bottom as 20 pixel. It will be in this way. We have home, HTML, CSS, JavaScript topics are. Now this is the 130 pixel, that's fine. Okay. Now I want these clickable. When I click on HTML topic should come here. That means actually we want navigation. Where is that HTML topic? HTML topic is present in same page. In the same page, it is present somewhere here. And when I click on that HTML, I must able to go to that location. That means we want navigation from one location to another location in the same page. That means navigation also in the same page. The content is also in the same page. Another option is when right side is scrolling, left side should be freezed. Left side should not scroll. Then what we will do is here we will put main. Here wherever main is there, main. For main we will give height as 500 pixel, because right side whatever is there, that is main actually. Main is 500 pixel. Anything after 500 pixel we will put overflow as auto. We learned already. You remembered we discussed scrollable list, na? Scrollable list, overflow, auto. That means if anything is above height, it is going outside the height, then it should be scrollable. Now you can see, so here we can scroll this right side and left side is freezed. We can scroll the right side, left side is freezed. We need to design that first here. We need to create that navigation here. So your wish, you can define 500, 400. You can keep that. So I will keep 450. So that it will be fine. Now what happens is right side user can scroll and left side it is fixed. Now I want these clickable. That means home, HTML, CSS clickable. Then if I want to make anything clickable, we have to enclose that in an anchor. Home should be clickable, HTML should be clickable, everything we put in an anchor. CSS is clickable, anchor. JavaScript clickable, anchor. So we are keeping everything in an anchor. So that means clickable text, clickable pictures, clickable graphics, anything you can put in this anchor. Now when user clicks on home, it should navigate to home ID. Then how to define? We have to use href. Href is already we used in link tag, right? Link href. Href navigates to which location? Home ID. IDs are referred with hash home. So wherever you see any link is having hash, that means it is referring to a location in the same page. If any link is starting with hash, That means it is in the same page. So similarly, HTML hash href hash with HTML. CSS href we have to use hash CSS. Href for hash JavaScript. Href we have to use hash jQuery. What IDs you given, the same IDs you have to use here. And very important, these IDs references all are case sensitive. Capitalization matters. You have to spell them correctly and you have to write them in the same capitalization how given in ID. Now your links are ready. But you see here, the link colors will change. The link color is going to change there. We will see some important points here. Means some questions will be there, we will answer that. First important question here is how to change link color. So by using style, you can do that. In style, there are options. A, wherever anchor is there, as of now, I will put here color. Color as some color name, some white I will give, it will be color. Another question is how to change visited link color. You remember? How to change? How to change visited link color. So in the body stack, by using vlink attribute in body, or by using style also you can change. Body have an vlink option. Already we learned now. We can keep like this, visited link. Visited link color can be changed. In the body section I told you already. While learning body section, we discussed about V-link and A-link. V-link is for visited link. If I want to change by using style, you can write like this, A:visited. A:visited, you can change color, style, anything you can change. By using style, you can write like this, second one. With the HTML directly you can write like this. Another option, another question is how to change active link color. That also we learned. Answer for this same. By using what? A-link. A-link attribute in body or by using style. We have to use body A-link is equal to some color. Or we have to use anchor here active, and here we have to define color. So we can change visited color, we change active link color, and we can change all link colors. All link colors means just you have to write A. Already while learning body section, I told you about active links and visited links. We can change visited link, active link color by using this. So by default, links have colors. If you want to change the link colors, you have to apply these options. So see now, let's go to the design. In the output, you can see all are blue. So visited link, ordinary link, active link, I will simply put A. Color. Color is what? White. It will change all. So that is the link color is changed. For link, we will give font size some 20 pixel. We can apply some font size. Now, very important, one more major question asked here is how to underline for hyperlink or link, underline for link. Already we know here we learnt U tag. U tag is for giving underline, but removing underline is important. Because have underline means we are not giving any underline, but every link have default underline, but we don't want underline. We don't want underline. We don't want underline for that link. Then usually what we do is, so by using style text decoration, by using text decoration, you can remove underline. How to do that? Anchor. We have to say text decoration. Text decoration as none. If you set text decoration none, then there will be no underline. This is very frequently asked question, because usually everywhere links will have underline and we don't want them every time. Many times we want the links without any underline. Then you have to use this option. So currently link is having underline and I don't want. Then what we do is, here we have to add text decoration as none. Then there will be no underline. And the links are ready. Here links are ready. I click on HTML. It will take me to HTML. I click on CSS. It will take me to CSS. I click on JavaScript. It will take to JavaScript. From there we can scroll. From there we can scroll. But from any location you want to go to jQuery, it will take to jQuery. You click on home, it will do that home. That means we are navigating from one location to another location within the same page. This is intra-document link. How do we define intra-document links? We define intra-document links by using anchor. Only two simple steps are there. First step, you have to give ID. Second step, you have to refer the ID. Just you need to give an ID and you have to refer the ID. Now, important is that you can refer anything. Suppose, let's go here. I will put somewhere here some picture. How to put a picture? I told you we are using a figure. I will use a figure, and in this figure we will put an image source. It is in public. It is directly in images. In images, some image. Suppose here some AWS course, ASP course, width 100, height 100, and below the figure we are giving a fig caption. Fig caption, and I will say here ASP.NET course. Okay. And here for this figure, I will give an ID. So I will give an ID here ASP. That's it. That means a figure can have ID, div can have ID, span can have ID, anything. It's not like only headings will have ID. Anything can have an ID. So we have ASP. Okay. Now let's go to the design here. What I am doing in the first paragraph, somewhere in the first paragraph or after the first paragraph, inside the first paragraph, I will put an span and I will put an anchor and I will put as ASP.NET here. Now here on href, it should navigate to ASP topic. But here what we have done is, for every link we kept color white. For menu it is okay, but outside it is not good. So you see here Here it is white color. Then what we will do is, this must work only for anchors in menu, means nav bar. Then we will use nav. That means it is only for that nav bar, not for all other links. Only the anchors which are in nav bar, for them that effect will be. Now you see ASP topic is here. I click on this topic, it can take me to that location. Directly it may take to that location. So you can navigate to any location in the page. Link can be anywhere, and link can be to any location. You can navigate to any location. So that means you are clicking on CSS topic will come. JavaScript topic. And HTML home, I click on ASP, it takes to that location. You can have a table with ID, div with ID, span with ID, figure with ID, anything you can have an ID. And you can navigate. So don't think that navigation means only to headings. Navigation is not just only to headings, to any element which is having an ID. You have to just define by using the ID reference, you have to do it. This is intra-document navigation, navigation from one page to another, one location to another, within the same page, not one page to another, within the same page, from one location to another. And very important, to practice this kind of things, you need content scrollable more than page. Sometimes you will take one line, two lines and say it is not working. It will not work. Because in order to work, it should have content scrollable. That means you need to take lot of content so that it is scrollable up and down. Then you can try these kind of things. Otherwise, it will not work. Right? Here, one more important question is there. For experienced people, this example I will post here first. This is the example. Whatever example I designed here, I am giving. Yeah. But just for temporary sake, I will delete all other. You put all the paragraphs. Huh? Currently, I am giving only one paragraph after every topic. You can put any number of paragraphs after the topics. Currently, I am just using only one paragraph after every topic. Huh? Just for giving this to you in the notes, I am removing all this. I am just keeping only one paragraph. Huh? Any topic, click, so it should get to that particular topic and display that. And if it is not having more paragraphs information, scrolling will be difficult. Okay. Let me copy this. This is example for you to practice. This is one option. Now in many interviews, they ask this question. So in many interviews, the question is, what is difference between SRC and href? Because both are using path. For image, you are using SRC. But for link, you are using href. Why? Image is also using a path. Href is also using a path. Href also navigates to that location. What is difference between href and SRC? Actually, difference is nothing but technical difference is SRC is a getter. SRC is a getter. It can get the specified path. It can get the specified path. But href is a setter. Is the setter. It can set new path. It can set new path. Href is a setter. We will show that here. Href is a setter. It will set a path. SRC is getter. SRC is just accessing the path. But href is not accessing the path. It is setting the path. That means I will show you here actually. I will open this page. In this page, we are watching some content here. Now observe the page name is intra-document-links.html. Beside that, I will put hash and I will say JS. I will put JS or JQ. So beside the name, I will put hash JQ. That means we are setting a ID. And when I hit enter, it can directly take me to that location. I type here CSS, it can directly take me to CSS. That means here we are setting a path, and to that path it is navigating. It is navigating to that path. Now what happens when I click home? You can see the home is set here. What happens when I click CSS? The CSS is set here. That means href is not getting, href is setting. When it sets the path, automatically that navigates to that path. SRC is not setting, SRC is only getting. It gets the path and uses it. But href is not getting, href is set. This is not fresher level question. For a fresher, it is too much to ask this type of question. But for experience, it is good because many experienced people even don't know the difference. Because many experienced people don't know the difference of SRC and href even today. Right? So SRC, href, both they think path. But actual technical difference is SRC is a getter and href is a set. Setter means it sets a path. And once it sets the path, it can navigate to that particular location. This is one point, how we can create and define the options. This is intra-document navigation. Intra-document navigation means navigating from one location to another location within the same page. You can design in any way you want. Link means it can be picture clickable, it can be graphic clickable, anything. Let's see one example. You remembered we designed yesterday's one concept, a last session. One more we will see here, see. Means I will put a basic design first. So here we will put a new HTML file. Fashion site.html. Okay. Here let's create a simple document. And here I am saying fashion. Here I am adding a header. In the header I will put a span. And here we will link relation is equal to style sheet. href is node modules. Bootstrap icons, font, bootstrap icons dot CSS. So here we have class BI card for something. So here we have shopping online something. That is just the design we created here. That is shopping online, that is the header. And here we will write a style and here we have header, background color some red, so color as white, and the text align center, padding as some 10 pixel, font size as some 30 pixel, font weight as bold, and it looks in this way. That is at the top. We are defining at the top, shopping online, some option is designed. Now below this, we are creating, here we are creating another option, section. In the section we have the nav and here we have the main. Now in the main we have so many topics here. Suppose I will keep here heading, and here I define as home. Under that we have some images, some paragraphs. This is home, that is I will just put some paragraph. Ordinary, just this paragraph we copied. Okay, I will just keep that paragraph here. Fine. That is 1 2 paragraphs information is here. Next, I am adding another option is suppose men's clothing, or say men's. Here we will add some image. So image source. So we have images slash. Suppose I am giving here as what is it? We have some jacket PNG, width 100, height 100, something like this. And we have some paragraph also here. Now we have kids, and here we have image SRC. So and here I am defining images slash something width 100, means we have some images also here. Like this you can create any number of content. I will just take it with one. Okay. 2 topics are enough. Here we are designing the topics like this. We have home, we have men's, we have kids, like this. Now what we will do is we will put a proper navigation here, and in the navigation first what you do, section, display, grid, and grid template columns, 3 fractions and 9 fractions. 3 and 9 fractions, it is divided like this. Now we don't want this scroll up and down easily. So main, for the main we will keep height as 400 pixel and overflow as auto, so that the content can be scrollable like this here. Now here left side what we are doing is, in the navigation we are using a div, and here we are using an image source, and image source is equal to images. In images we have some fashion 1, fashion 2.jpg. Width I given as 50, height I given as 50, and in this we put a paragraph. I say men's clothing. Like this I define. And another div we will give, and here we will give as suppose fashion 3 PNG, and here I say kids. Okay. Now these are the options in the navigation, and we know how to put that in the navigation. Wherever div is present, div in the navigation, wherever div is present, we will give here as margin bottom as 20 pixel, some gap will come. Margin top also 20 pixel, some gap will be there, and the text align as center, it will keep in center like this, and we will keep a border 2 pixel solid, some blue or some color, and here we will put padding as 5 pixel, as 130 pixel, some width adjusted like this. Now, very important, we want these images clickable. That complete image must be clickable. That means user can click on that image anywhere. This is menu. They can click on text, they can click on image. Then what you have to do here, we have to keep these with ID. Home have an ID. What is it? Home. Men's have an ID. What is it? Men. Some kids have an ID. What is it? Kids. So men's, kids, that is the ID. Now, when user clicks anywhere means I have to keep this entire div. Entire div we have to keep in an anchor. Understood? Entire div must be kept in an anchor. Entire div is kept in an anchor. Entire div is in anchor. And this anchor should have href. Href hash. It have to take us to which men's. This href is equal to hash kids. Now you can see these are clickable. Anywhere you can click. For links, we don't want any underline. You know how to do that? Anchor, text, decoration. Is what? None. Then underline will be removed. Now one more actually we do is generally when mouse is over, that means anchor hover. Anchor hover, text decoration. I will keep text decoration underline. That means you see here, when mouse is over, text decoration underline will come. So that we can know that, okay, mouse is over it. We can put some colors and effects, or we can say that it is highlighted now. Now when user clicks on that, it should take us to men's. When user clicks, it should take us to kids. User click on picture or user can click on the text. Anywhere user can click. That means it will navigate to that particular location. Anything it can have. So we haven't added one option. What is that option we need to add? We need to add another option here, anchor. In that we have a div, we will keep as a home. Home is another option. On that click, what should happen? href is equal to hash home. It will navigate to that home. Click on that home will come. That means link can be anything. Link can be clickable text or it can be clickable picture. It can be clickable graphic. Graphic means animated. Animated means GIF files will be there. Some GIF animations will be there. For example, we will search on Google any GIF files we can find. So I will say Google. I will go to images. I will say men fashion GIF. Any men fashion GIF files are there. Animated GIFs are there. Some animated GIFs. Any GIF is there. Just on blinking like is there. Huh? Some animated. These are animated. These are animated GIFs. We can have these animated GIFs. These are animated GIFs. So I will save this. Save image as it is a GIF image. So men's in our project location. Our project location is one, right? Now I can keep that here. That means here in the link, here men's clothing images, we have men's.gif. And its a height I will give as suppose 200, okay, or 100. And you can see it will display in this way. It's an animated GIF file is present. An animated GIF will be there. So that is what we call as graphic. That is called grid animated. Now you can click on this animated GIF, it will get to that location. That is why in the definition said click is link is clickable text, clickable picture, or clickable graphic. When you click on that, it will automatically navigate to that location, navigate to the location. So this is so how we configure the links. Like that, you can search for anything. Means this is men fashion GIF. That is suppose kids fashion GIF is there. Anything kids fashion GIF is there. Is it having any animation? Only this animation is there. That is the kid animation. Any animation is there. So very less. These are kids animation GIF. So I will save this. And here I am defining kids. That is the GIF file. And you put it here. That means you have to use kids.gif. And you can see that is animated GIF. Height, we will increase it to 100. And it will be like this. It will be changing the images and displaying. Now when user clicks on it, it will navigate to that location and show. So home, it will get to the home and display. So what you selected, it will get and display. This is intra-document navigation. That means navigation from one location to another location. This is another example how we can handle intra-document navigation. I will paste this here. This is another example you can try. Same concept. We are just adding pictures, clickable, how we can make them as clickable. Now sometimes in intra-document navigation, another problem will come. Sometimes we don't have content scrollable. That means it is fixed. In that case, intra-document navigation is also important. For example, see how the content is fixed. That means sometimes while designing intra-document navigation, let's see, intra links fixed, okay. See here, let's design one screen, doc type, so just I will put a heading, yeah. And here I am creating, so that is intra links. Okay, now here we will create header or we will keep a navigation. Below the navigation we will keep a main. In the main we have one div, we have another div. Like this we have 3-4 divs option available. Okay, now here we have heading. This is HTML. And here it is a markup language. Like this I am having. Another heading, CSS. It defines styles. Another heading, we have JavaScript. And it is a language. And one more heading, we have jQuery. And some paragraph. So it is a library. Okay. Now in the main, here you can see, here we are having some ordered list, unordered list, list item HTML, another list item CSS, list item JavaScript, another list item is jQuery. Query. Okay, these are the topics we are having. And let's run this and see. It looks like this. Now here, there is no much content to scroll. I will arrange this main. Let's keep the style main. The main display as grid. and I will put grid template columns. It is three fractions, three fractions, three fractions, and three. That means four columns we are dividing. Like this, we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and every div I am giving an ID. Every div I am giving an ID. This is HTML. This is ID CSS. The ID is JavaScript, and another ID is JQ. JQ, that is the ID defined. Now, whatever divs are there in the main, that means I am writing main. We will just put a div, okay? Wherever div is there. Div background color, I will give as gray. So color, so as white. Okay, and padding is 10 pixel, and margin also 10 pixel. All directions margin. All divs will be like this now. We have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, all the divs are defined here. Now what should happen? I want these clickable. Let's go into the concept here. We want this clickable. We will say unordered list, display as flex. That means they will be side by side. Unordered list, we will put list style as none. It will be removed. One more, list item. Every list item margin right as suppose 100 pixel. Some space will come. And every list item have a border, some 2 pixel solid, some black, and we have padding as 5 pixel. This is the option, and width as some 200 pixel. Now every topic is like this. Now I will put here background color some black and color as white. This is the option we are having. And text align as center. All these are fine. Now very important is how do we know these are clickable? Means you see here, we will make this clickable. HTML anchor, and on click href, it should navigate to hash HTML. CSS anchor, href is equal to hash CSS. JavaScript here anchor, href is equal to hash JS. JavaScript, and jQuery anchor, href is equal to hash jQuery. Now another, wherever link is present, text decoration as what? None. Color as white. That is the option here. Font size as 20. Font weight as bold. These are the thickness we are giving. Now I click on CSS. When I click on CSS, it's not working. But it is working. You see, CSS is set. But we don't have anything to scroll here. That means it is working, but visually nothing difference. This kind of situation comes so many times. Because in a website, sometimes we design lot of categories shown in one screen. There is no scrolling. Then how do we know which one we selected? How do we know which one we choose here? Then it's very simple actually. This situation is very regularly handled in websites. We have content but not scrollable. Then how do we highlight? So simple actually. Wherever this topics are there. You see, this is div. This div becomes target. When it becomes target, when user clicks HTML, am I right? So ordinary div appearance, you see, ordinary div appearance is this one. When it becomes target, then it should change appearance. So simply we have to write div. When div becomes target, colon target. When div becomes target, what we will do is background color, we will put black, color, we will put white, and other options are same. Padding is 10 pixel, margin also 10 pixel. That means div without target, it looks like this. Div with target, it looks like this. When it becomes target, when user clicks the link. That means you see now, when I click CSS, it will highlight. When I click jQuery, it will highlight. When I click HTML, it will highlight. That means when it becomes target, it is going to highlight. This situation is very important. Every time, we will not have content for scrolling. Every time we will not have content for scrolling. In one screen, fixed without scrolling, lot of topics. Then how do we know which topic currently user is watching? For that, we need to highlight it. We call this as target. While working intra-document links, we have to use target. That means when it becomes target, so div is having an ID. When it is having an ID on link click, it becomes target. Because which link click? First link. When this link is clicked, when it becomes target, automatically its color and appearance can change. We can put anything. I just given the black. You can keep any appearance for that. That means I'm just using. So the background color has some red and this, and you can see it highlights. So which topic you are selecting, it will highlight. You can do lot of things, not only highlighting. Generally what many times people do is, they magnify the topic. That means all topics will be small and suddenly the topic becomes large. That means actually they can magnify. Originally the font size is suppose 12 pixel. That means it will be very small. And when it becomes target, the font size becomes suppose 30 pixel. That means it will be large. And you see which topic user clicks, that topics becomes large also. It is not just highlighting, it is changing its size also. That means you can change its appearance. On target, it is not just displaying, it is highlighting, it is changing its size. It depends on how you define. And very important, while learning intra-document navigation, many times you cannot navigate. You have to display in a fixed screen. Then you have to highlight. Scrolling will not work. You have to highlight because there is no much content. Then in order to highlight, you have to use only one special option here. What is it? Target. So this is very much used while working with intra-document links. This is another question. How to highlight any target location on link click. You are navigating to any location, but now we need to highlight. So by using CSS selector, what is that select? Target. We have to use the CSS selector target. CSS selector, we call it as target. Target verifies whether the link is target of a click or not. If it is target of click, then it will put a color and effects for that. This is example actually. Let me copy this example. This is the example for that. This is intra-document navigation. This is all about intra-document links. Intra-document links means navigation from one location to another location in the page. It is not yet done. We have inter-document links. So much is there. That we'll see next session. First, you need to practice this. Then we will see how to use inter-document. By learning that inter-document links, now we can design a real-time website with navigation. A real-time website with navigation. How it works. That we will see in next session. Right? Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay? Right.